Hi, I'm Guy from Scoop. Configurations of MikroTik devices can seem daunting to anybody just starting out. However, MikroTik commands a strong global market share precisely because of the granular control you can exercise. The tech community loves their creative approach to finding different ways of doing things. If you're new to MikroTik, we'll help you overcome these initial hurdles and welcome you into a world of networking possibilities. Imagine you're at a busy supermarket. If there were no checkout lines and everyone just rushed the counter at once, it would be chaos. Only the loudest and most obnoxious people would get service. In networking, your internet connection is like that counter. Your Netflix stream, your Zoom call, and your teenager's massive game update are all rushing for the exit at the same time. Without a system, your Zoom call drops because the game update shouted louder. This is where queues come in. What are queues? Simply put, a queue is a waiting room for data packets. Instead of your router trying to shove everything through a small pipe at once, it organizes them. In MikroTik terms, a queue is a set of rules that tells the router, hey, wait a second, before you send this packet, check how much speed this person is allowed to use. It's a way to prioritize, limit, and organize the flow of information so the network stays fair for everyone. When do you use them? Well, you use queues whenever you have more demand than supply, or you would like to rate limit specific clients or networks. Limiting. Maybe you have a guest Wi-Fi and you don't want the guests using all your bandwidth. For example, you could set a simple queue to cap them at 5 megabits per second. Prioritizing. You can tell the router that work traffic like VoIP or Zoom is more important than entertainment like YouTube or gaming. Equal sharing. If you have 10 people in the office, you can use queues to make sure one person downloading a large file doesn't slow down the other 9. Why is it helpful? The biggest benefit is consistency. Without queues, your internet feels jittery. It's fast 1 second and slow the next. With queues, you get guaranteed speeds. You can ensure your server always has a specified amount of bandwidth no matter what. Lower latency by preventing the network from becoming clogged. Your gaming and video calls stay smooth. Fairness. It prevents bandwidth hogs from ruining the experience for everyone else. MikroTik offers 2 main ways to do this: simple queues and queue trees. For now, we'll focus only on the simple queues in our Back to Basics videos, which will split into a Part 1 and Part 2. In Part 1, we'll focus on speed limits, and in Part 2, prioritization. For the more advanced queue trees, you can read our blog on the topic, which is linked below. For now, let's get to the setup. Creating a simple queue. Let's say your ISP provides you with a 50 meg connection. You'd probably like to limit the download and upload speed for a specific device on the network so that it doesn't hog all the bandwidth. In this example, we'll do just that. Step 1. Identify the target. Find the IP address of the device you want to limit. Step 2. Access the Queues menu and create a new queue. On the left-hand sidebar, click on Queues and ensure you are on the Simple Queues tab. Click the Add button. Give it a recognizable name. For example, Limit Laptop. At Target, type in the IP address of the device. Step 3. Set the speed limits in the max limit section at either of the following options. At Target Upload, select or type the maximum speed allowed for sending data, for example, 10 M for 10 megabits. At Target Download, select or type the max download speed allowed for receiving data. Click Apply, then OK. Here's a crucial step. In MikroTik, simple queues are processed from top to bottom, so ensure you place them in order of priority. Another crucial point to note here, simple queues won't work if Fast Track is enabled in your firewall. Fast Track allows traffic to bypass many rules to lower the load on the CPU. We need to disable this for our queue to work. To disable the rule, go to IP, Firewall, Filter Rules. Find the rule that says action equals fast track connection and disable it to ensure the queue captures the traffic. One more thing to keep in mind here. Disabling Fast Track is the easy fix appropriate to back to basics. But for users with high-speed internet, you'll definitely prefer the advanced version. This is because the router's CPU will likely hit 100% and actually make the internet slower. The technically better way is to use mangle marks, which we discuss in our aforementioned blog post with queue trees. How to tell if it's working. To test our simple queue, while the device is downloading something, look at the queues list in Winbox. The icon next to the name will change colors. Green is using 0 to 50% of the limit. Yellow is using 51 to 75% of the limit. And red is using 76 to 100% of the limit, and the device is actively being restricted. We trust you'll find this helpful. We'll expand on the topic of prioritization in part 2. When it comes to organizing your network and setting limitations in your next deployment, you'll be well equipped for the basics. Please like and subscribe, and we'll catch you soon. I'm Guy from Scoop.